Hi all, it's Ali here, and I'm going to give you an update on just how my dad's doing, but also I heard the funniest thing today. I was listening to MFW and she was saying how different haircuts made her think of the people in differently, and she just didn't like them. And the worst one that she could think of were people that have their hair shaved one side and, you know, half of it done, and it seems to be a thing that she's seen more. And she said, oh, well, it makes me think. And she said, you know, she put her hands up and she said, it takes one to know one, but she said, it reminds me of white trash. White trash, that's me. I must be white trash. Well, the only thing I can say that's white is my hair, where I'm letting it grow through. But I don't suppose for a minute Katie will see this. But should you see it, Katie, look, I'm British white trash then. Look at that. I've actually managed to get a little sort of a plait in there. And look at this. Look, Katie, it's not just on the sides. Look, 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 look. Hang on a minute. I don't know if you can see that, because I can't see if I can see. I can't see if you're seeing it, if you get what I mean. But if you are, that's great, because you can now see I'm proper white trash. And then the other thing is, of course, I know that Katie hates bobs as well. The thing is, when you're growing it, as I am, or trying to, you end up getting a bob. So I had to laugh. I thought, here I am, I'm 58 and I'm white trash. I just had to run that one through. Okay, the other thing I wanted to say, of course, is about my dad. He's at home now. I did a week where I stayed with him full time, and that was jolly hard work. I actually knew what proper sleep deprivation was, because he likes his clocks, always has done, and there's a clock downstairs. I've now renamed it Big Ben. It's like it's not a grandfather clock. I think it's a grandmother clock actually, but it goes ding, 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 ding. Definitely, I've had my life ticking away. And also because I was so worried about Dad, even though he can't hear me, remember, and he can't see me very well in the dark, I ended up creeping into his room lots because I wanted to check he was all right. Honestly, it's been quite the most remarkable thing, trying to get, trying to coordinate social services, or it's elder care really. It's not social services. It's more, what do they call it? I've forgotten what they even call it now. But basically, it's social care really for the elderly. And if you've got over a certain amount of money, then you have to pay for it. But they do give you this 2 weeks where the carers go in the morning and the evening to help, you know, dress or give some breakfast or whatever. Anyway, I was there for a week once I felt the girls were okay, because I didn't want to be at home when they were there, which was the point really of the cover. But I just felt I can't leave my dad with strangers. But we ended up getting the same few girls. They were very, very nice. And Dad, each day, just gets a little tiny bit stronger. He's certainly more able to walk on his leg now, even after 5 weeks. Or it's not even 5 weeks, but nearly 5. Yes. Is it Monday today? Tuesday? Yes, it's 5 weeks. Gosh. So 5 weeks, and he's already, although he uses a Zimmer, he can walk a little way without it. Only a short distance. his main thing is the utter tiredness, and that's so frustrating because he's got things he wants to do. So he's just asleep in the chair on and off most of the day. But I was determined to get him home. He didn't think he would be coming home. I think he wanted to give up at one point, and I said no. I said, oh, well, I said, you can only give up when your heart stops beating, really, Dad. So we don't really have a choice. And after that, you know, I said, you will go home. You will, I promise you. And I thought one way or another, he's coming home. The hospital experience was awful too. I mean, each person in the hospital were really, really nice people individually, but they didn't work as a team. Nobody knew what one person had said or not said. You know, I had 24 hours notice to get into gear everything, that he was coming home. And I could have said, well, no, I can't do the interim, because they said, can you fill in until we get this in place? And I said, yes, of course. Because I couldn't see him there a moment longer. You know, there were times he didn't get fed. They just forgot, or because you have to pull down this thing and put what you want in, even though they helped him on occasions. After he'd been there a few days, I think they just expected him to do it, and he can't see very well. So he ended up pressing a wrong button, and then nothing was bought. So he felt it was his fault. And I said, no, Dad, they've got a duty of care. So I didn't want to leave him in the hospital. I thought, no, we'll get him home. And at least at home, he's comfortable. You know, lots of things can happen to you after quite a large operation like that. And exhaustion, especially when you're as old as Dad, you know, exhaustion is one of them. You know, he's had a partial hip replacement. You know, they stick it in with some cement, from what I gather, and, you know, off you go. That's the sort of way it seems to have been. So he's at home and sort of recovering in the way that he will recover, at his own pace. The walking isn't the problem, the exhaustion is. So that's where I've been. And on Saturday morning, when the caring stops, I will then be going in every morning about 7:30, to just oversee things and check that he gets downstairs and has a nice breakfast, because he can't eat very much at the moment. He doesn't feel like it, but porridge he does do. He's been brought up with Scottish porridge. The way they make theirs is, I'm sure that nowadays people make it however they want, whether they're in Scotland or not. But for Dad, it has to be made with water, half oats to double the water to the amount of oats you have, and then you do it with more than a pinch of salt. It says a pinch of salt, but he likes a bit more. And then he puts lots and lots of brown sugar on and pours out milk. And he doesn't like cream, but I know a lot of people do like cream on their porridge. So yeah, it has to be made exactly right. That's interesting. And I always get nervous when I'm cooking for Dad, but he seems to have been all right with my porridge, so that's good. Anyway, I hope you're all right. We've gone into a bit of a funny spell here where, you know, we go into supermarkets and we can't get anything. And I know this is totally another subject, but I wanted to say it because I expect there's lots of you out there that aren't, you know, the shelves are bare in certain areas. I believe that's to do with lorry drivers striking or something, but I'm not too sure why. But at the moment there aren't, I mean, there's plenty of things you can choose from, but there are some things we just can't get hold of at the moment. I think salad cream light seems to be very light. There's nothing on the shelves. I can't find anything at the moment. But then another day, you'll suddenly see them again. And you think, okay. So we seem to be a bit patchy on what foods come in that are good and what don't. I've been ploughing through cake. I'm very, very naughty. I shouldn't have been doing so, but I have been enjoying. I made a cake with rhubarb and it's really yummy. And I've eaten too much. Anyway, I hope you're all well. And to those of you creators that are on YouTube that I watch, if you're poorly at the moment, I want to wish you well. One of them, I know Pam has been poorly from Shoot the Shit. I want to wish her well. I hope she's feeling better soon. And I don't know about Ricky, whether he has been poorly or not, but I hope he's all right. And anybody else that's out there, any creators that are going through things or subs that are going through hard times, I hope that things get better for you. Take care. Lots of love. Please subscribe and share. Bye.